That's right, your tent won't stay, because if you do it straight up and down, then this happens. Oh. But if you did it at an angle, then there would be some resistance to the pull. Okay? So if you don't angle your foot in your triangle, it takes a little bit of the angle out of it where you need that resistance or pull. So you want to angle the heel out and press it down. That line of pull comes up through your sits bones, up your spine, all the way up and around it here. Okay? And we affect that line of fascial pull again when we turn our head in the pose up towards the ceiling. Okay? But for now, we're just going to do a couple of poses in an unpicky manner, just flowing, relaxed, easy stuff to warm up, and then we'll work on these when we're a little bit warmer, okay? So come on up to standing, and we're going to face this way. And we're just going to do like 3 triangles in a row. We'll step out with the right foot going this way and the back foot going this way, turn the toes in. And when I say 3 in a row, I mean, you can follow me. It's going to be pretty fast, but it's just to warm up. So don't get too picky on your back heel at this point. Okay, just get a base. Okay, let's bring the front arm up. Take a big breath. Inhale, up you go. Look up, stretch. Good, feel the stretch. Now come down slow and just come into a nice triangle. Good. Now, we won't be staying. Okay, inhale, back you come. Keep on going. And just get used to using your legs this way. We've been using them really in the other way today, and back we go down. Good. And then just one more. So this is a nice time to say, okay, that muscle I'm watching, that sore place I'm watching, you know, how am I feeling this? And come on back down. Good. So here, I want to think, I want to talk really about the half moon. We're going to go into it from the triangle, and we warmed up from the triangle, but I'm going to have you bring your hand down to your body, look at your front foot, and just gently start to bring yourself forward and bring your back leg up in the air just an inch or 2 or maybe a little bit. And bring your attention to your hips and see which direction they're facing. These are nice. See if we can flex our foot in the back. Good. Now put both of your legs on the ground and let your body hang upside down for just a tiny bit here. And just relax a little bit. We're just trying to get the feel for this, okay? I'm not expecting perfection. Let's roll up really slow. So pull your belly in. Roll up, slow motion. So how's this one for you, Robin, with your change in body weight, proportion, and gravity? You feel like you're being pulled over a different direction than usual?
Yeah, but I feel more flexible a little bit in the hips for that way.
Let's face this way and step out left foot. We're going to do 3 just nice flowing triangles, and we'll take just a run at a rudimentary half moon. So extend the arms out. And we're going to bring the left arm up. We just take a nice relaxed stretch, and then we come down nice and slow. And breathe. Good. Now come on up, inhale. And then just keep on going. And this is just for you to feel. Okay, so don't worry about how it looks at this point. That's not what I'm concerned about yet. Good. And then just one more. Think of it as a warm-up. Just warming up. Just flowing. They do these warming up on the golf course. I love that. Who is that person? Okay, now let's take just a pretend, or not a pretend, but a rehearsal step to the half moon. Don't get too picky about it. Just come up and see where you move that body weight onto those. How many bones in the feet? 26. That's good. Good. Flex your back foot.
26.
Yep. Good. Both hands on the ground. Both feet side by side. Bend your knees. Pull your belly in. Roll it really slow. Okay, so those of you that have your mats right up to the wall, great. Okay, and we're going to move our mats up now close into the wall. So snuggle right up in there. And I'm going to, if you don't mind, Robin, step on your mat real quick here and show off. No, and show what we're doing. So now we're going to do the triangle pose, and we're going to put our heel against the wall with the toes going in. And this is going to help you anchor that back foot. And then you'll come into your triangle. I'm going to tell you, since you'll be moving into something new, maybe keep your base a little smaller, or don't be so picky on being on the same line. Just get your balance and come to here. Okay. So you get a chance to work on your triangle pose with your heel touching the wall and not your side foot. But then I would like us to start to move into our half moon and bring this foot up the wall. Okay. And then when you've got your foot on the wall, it's actually less scary than it is in the air. So we'll try that. Let's bring the right heels to the wall, the left feet going out. Set it up nice and slow. We're going to move real slow. Remember, we're the non-flowing class. So we are going slow. Put your heel into the wall. Now, funny thing on this one is, you can't extend your arms out like you would normally going into your triangle because of the wall, okay? So bring your hands to your heart center, and then just lean your body forward and open up. So just kind of lean forward and open. Good. Now, it might not be your most best triangle ever, but can you feel your heel against the wall? And that's what I want you to focus on here, pressing through the whole back line there. Okay, now let's go ahead and bring the arms out of the equation. Take your time and see about bringing your foot up the wall. Take your time. You can put your hands up both on the ground if you want. Now, is this the side that you're watching, Brian?
It's this leg, right here.
This one?
Yep.
Okay, all right.
On the inside.
Look at your feet on the wall, everyone, and see if your toes are going forward. Yep. These will look very nice. One more breath. Good, now here's one for you. Put both of your hands on the ground and turn now so your toes are facing the ground. Yep. Bring the leg down in line with your hip. Good. These are for, you get to touch the wall, Brian, so push back into the wall with your foot. Easier, huh? Way easier. Now see if you can bring your hands to your waist. Excellent. Okay, both hands down, and then bring that leg down. And let's just hang upside down to ease the low back. Just give yourself a moment to relax. Try to just breathe it out, and then roll up really, really slow. And then roll your shoulders backward in a giant circle. So what we're looking at here is the position of the pelvis in relationship to our feet, and the poses that we're going to be working at in that way are going to be the half moon, the warrior three. So when you're in your half moon pose here, if the direction the pelvis is going to be facing this way, so then if your foot's on the wall, your foot's going that way too. Then when you turn your foot to the ground, it's going to drop your pelvis this direction, and then we're wanting to square the hips a little bit, okay? Then the hands come forward into your warrior three, or here we're just working to the waist, okay? So let's try that on the other side. Put the other heel, we start all the way back to triangle. So way back to the beginning. Remember that little weirdo thing where we can't stick our arms out now? We just kind of have to lean forward and open up. So pay attention mostly here to the back heel and the foot. Let's bring this toe in. See how you're touching here? You should be touching here and not here. Even more. Yep, good. Now go ahead and bring both hands down, and let's start to make our transition to the half moon. All right. You know, I'm thinking, Andy, your front leg is too far away.
It's wide, right?
Yes, so that when you put your leg up, you're like more than the splits. I mean, more than 90 degrees. Yeah, which you have the flexibility to do, but that's what you're These look good. All right, so look at your toes, right? They're going the same direction as your pelvis. Good. Now put both hands on the ground and slowly rotate the pelvis level, and maybe the leg needs to drop, some of you. Yeah. Now get the leg so the foot's even with the hips. Bring your hands to your waist or bring them forward. These are beautiful. We're breathing now. Good. Both hands down. Let your leg gently come down. Let your body hang upside down, and then roll up really slow. Pull your belly in all the way up. Roll your shoulders backward in a gigantic circle. Good. So the way that we also work with the mirror and half, or the wall and half moon, is probably a way you've seen before more traditionally. I'm just going to step in here and show you real quick. You can turn this way. And that would be where, I'll just step right over your mat. We'd come from our triangle pose from here and come into your half moon here, so that you have the wall against you. You're not going to fall over. So we'll just partner up and we can put one person going this way, one person going that way. So has everybody got a partner and everybody got a piece of space to work on? So everybody got a partner and a space to work on, then choose who's the partner and who's the wall person, and start with your triangle pose. So go into your triangle pose against the wall. Just go into a triangle pose against the wall. Then step out a little bit for your protruding buttocks. Yeah. Good. Yeah, you should be a little wider here. Good. Now go into your triangle pose against the wall. Okay. We need to start to learn to know how to go into our pose. Good. All right. Now, those of you that are doing your triangle pose against the wall, the person that's working with you is going to gently close the space between your shoulder and the wall. So start to bring that into alignment and start to roll that left hip back so that your left buttocks. Now Brian has a bit of an injury. On which side is it?
It's on my left.
So this one we're not going, he is, yeah. Good. How are we feeling? Can you feel the difference in this? Now coming to your half moon, from here, you'll feel safer. But you've got a spotter. Try to put your hand on your waist, but not roll forward. There you go. That's beautiful. Breathing. Nicole, that's very nice. Flex that back foot. Now, is this the leg that hurts? Yes? Just let the weight of it rest in my hands. Drop it entirely. Just heavy in my hands. Good. How does the rest of the pose feel now? It's nice if someone has an injured part. If you can just give that piece a little support. Then once the other muscles work a little apart. Okay, I'm going to let go here, Brian. Okay, let's come down really slow, everybody. Make sure you do it on another side, and then change partners. So we're doing a triangle against the wall, and we're going into a half moon against the wall, and we're just working on opening through the upper body. And just play with it. So Nicole, your stance is it needs to be much wider. And on the back foot, remember that big toe. Yeah, there you go. Very nice. It's always a little scarier being against the mirror, isn't it?
Yeah. It feels so different.
It feels different when you try and bring it against the wall, doesn't it? Yeah, and sometimes it ends up bringing us out of our pose a little bit, but this could go closer here. Well, we've had some other feedback. And let's try the half moon.
Do you want the black?
So do a triangle and half moon against the wall, working on the opening, and then change sides.
I don't think you should turn your neck.
Good. Just take your time. Are you two feeling left out over here?
No, this is helpful for me to watch. So.
Okay. I'm going to walk in like the seal thing, and then the blocks under my arms things. A lot of people tell me they don't like the blocks under the arms, but for me, they really helped. You want to have your arms behind your chest, not in front. So this is where you see a lot of people's upward-facing dogs. They look kind of like this, with the arms out here. But you want your arms to be back here, and your hips to be right by your hands, so that their arms are straight up and down. So what might be helpful for this, I found, is I use the blocks. So we'll try this with the blocks. You come into a plank, then you turn your feet over, and then you allow your hips to start to come forward, and then you walk your feet forward like a little seal, or I suppose seals walk like this. You walk your feet forward, that brings your hips forward, then we can't go any further forward, then you push down and energize the legs. So let's try the little seal walk. Come on down, and just give it a try. Yeah, just come on to the tops of your feet. You can make some sound effects, you don't have to. Now walk on the tops of your feet like a seal. Learn enough that they do that. Yeah? Yes. And then when you think, oh God, I can't go any further, then switch your shoulder blades together, lift your sternum, and look up. Take a giant breath, and then ease yourself back out of this easy. So knees down and push yourself back. Let's take a child's pose.